Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today's a good day. I just got done with the Stellar Blade demo like yesterday. I had some time to think about it, and I gotta say, there's nothing to really complain about with this one. Until the microtransactions come out, of course. But for the most part, this shit surprised me a lot. I was hoping that was going to be good. I was hoping that it wouldn't cave to you know, the woke activist and anybody who's complaining about a beautiful woman in the game. We don't need Abby's running around, as our main protagonist. You can still have a beautiful character that is also just like great with personality and like motivations and shit like that. But anyway, talking about the gameplay, I just played Devil May Cry as well after the Stellar Blade demo. The combat's solid. There are some, I gotta say, there are some things about it that are like, I hopefully they get tuned up. Hopefully they get polished before the end product. It does seem like I was trying my best to learn the timings of the attacks and to just see if it was me messing up or if it was the game. For the most part, you can get what you want off cleanly and do what you want responsibly. But there are things like the guarding and trying to do your power up afterwards that gets like sticky and it feels like the move isn't coming out when you're pressing the button. They also have like the dodging. I tried my best to get the dodge down. They gotta clean up the dodging. Like trying to do a perfect dodge feels really delayed sometimes it's inconsistent. It's sometimes the game doesn't even want to register when you want to press the dodge button. But for the most part, I got it. It's just little things that you got to clean up with the combat. The powers that they give you, like with the beta skills and stuff like that, they slowly give them to you throughout the first, at the very beginning of the campaign. They give you skills here and there that lets you, which kind of can seem like the game's like, a little bit basic at first, but it's one of those games where you got to wait for it to open up a little bit before you start getting the fun stuff and the cool stuff. Because the game's trying to teach you slowly how to like use the skills and to get used to them before they start throwing everything at you. Thankfully, there's a challenge thing called like a boss challenge. All right, and once you click that, it gives you all the skills right off the bat. Lets you experiment with them, learn more about the game, and stuff like that. But I'm gonna be quick and say, for the most part, the combat is solid. You know what I'm saying? I don't think there's really much to complain about aside from things that just need to be fine-tuned and stuff like that. Secondly, enemy design. Bro, the enemy design looks nasty, grotesque. Like you want to kill these things because they look fucking disgusting. And I honestly love the uniqueness in the designs. They come at you viciously sometimes. Sometimes they just like, I love the design of how sci-fi-ish and like nasty they look. So to be honest, so far, enemy design, I love it. I love the enemy design. Level design, it's good. I mean, I like the setting of it. It feels good. The post-apocalyptic feel of it feels good. It feels like there's like no one's lived there for thousands of years. Feels really abandoned, empty. I really love it. Except for, for me, it breaks immersion. I know a lot of people accept it. I don't like it. Is when you got yellow paint all over the damn place in a post-apocalyptic world. Like I guess everybody, when shit was going to hell, I guess people were just so worried about painting ledges and shit. But that's a little thing that I wish I could turn off. I wish I could change shit like that. Stuff like that needs to be changed. Secondly, characters so far. I love Eve. They didn't really give us much for it, but the way she acts and the way she responds to stuff, I really like. Looking forward to seeing what she, thinks about the world and how she's interacting with it. Characters, the main dude, oh, he's a simp. He's gonna be a simp throughout the whole game, which is gonna be like, and it's not a bad thing. I think it's like, I can't wait to see what his reaction is to Eve and how that relationship, if it will bloom or something like that. That would be cool. I'm really interested. I'm really interested in the story right now. I'm curious to see what it's going to be like and where it's going to end up. Let's see. Thirdly, the customization and characters. Like, dude, the outfits that they give us right off the bat, love the designs of each one. They're fresh. They're unique. Just really clean looking costumes. I'm a big cosmetic guy. If you're making me pay for like every single cosmetic, because for me, that's part of the gameplay. That legit is part of the gameplay. I don't really care what anybody says. Like, just for example, for Elden Ring, if it wasn't for a certain outfit that I've been chasing forever since I had the game, I wouldn't have put as many hours as I did, because I took a huge break for Elden Ring, and then I figured out how to get that armor, and that just gave me more motivation to play the game. So that inherently gave me more gameplay. You know, so when it comes to the costumes and shit like that in this, I'm really excited to see how many they give us. I think I heard there's like over 40 costumes, and they all have their own like unique status effects and like stuff like that, debuffs. Everyone's getting upset about the skin suit. Oh my god, the skin suit. Listen, I'm going to be running the skin suit the entire playthrough because it makes the game harder, and it makes it might make something, you know, something else harder, you know. Pause. But they also have like earrings in the game. I have yet to see those. Oh yeah, they're going to have eyewear, so I can't wait to see what type of eyewear they give us. So I don't know, I'm really excited for the customization. I heard that there's microtransactions in the game. You know, speaking of the cosmetics, listen, I don't want microtransactions in this game whatsoever. If there are, I'm not buying a single one. I'm sick of them being in every game. It's a single player game. I bought a full product. Give me a full product, bro. Like, don't make it feel like that you just held off outfits because you wanted to just nickel and dime everybody afterwards. If I'm paying $70, which I'm going to be because I want to support this type of game, I better not feel like kind of gypped. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like a lot of games do this shit, and like Tekken just did it. But that's a whole nother video. If you want to hear my thoughts on it, let me know. Another thing, they're gonna have like resources and shit you can find throughout the levels, so you can like dump them into a resource pool and like craft new outfits, craft new items, and probably craft skills. I gotta go back and look. But you know, little details where, like, I know I'm going all over the place, all right, but I'm gonna sit there and say as well, the ponytail. Like, I love the fact that her sword is her like hair tie. So it's like, that shit looks really cool. The jiggle physics are on point. Bring back 2006 or 2009 jiggle physics. Let's do it. It's not that big of a deal. You know, let's just try to get some fun in these games, bro. Because I think a lot of people are just like, they're putting their personal feelings too much into these games, and I'm kind of getting like a little bit sick of it. You know, at the end of the day, this game, I'm really looking forward to it. That demo gave off a really good impression. That's why I love demos, because they can give you a feel of the game before the game comes out. I can train and like get used to the gameplay. That way I have a better experience right off the bat, and that way I can focus more on the game instead of like learning the game, like, because I already did some of the learning in the game. But you know, I love that. I already had, like, to be honest, if you look at my game time, I got 3 hours in the demo, like over 3 hours. So yeah, I mean, sorry if I was rambling, going all over the place with this video. I'm figuring out, you know, a structure. I don't really do review videos like this, but I can tell you right now, pick up Stellar Blade, support this shit. And what's crazy as well, I found out this late as hell. I don't honestly know how solid it is, but apparently it is true that Stellar Blade was made by a mobile game company, which could be a good and can be a bad thing. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's honestly impressive. Modern day gaming is getting kind of ridiculous. You got corporations lying and like waiting for reviews to come out, then they slide in these egregious and greedy practices. So I gotta wait to see what's going on with Stellar Blade. It's gonna leave a bad taste in my mouth if they have microtransactions in a single player full game that I paid for. But yeah, it's kind of crazy that a mobile game developer knows what people want, and they're putting themselves on the map, and they're doing, and the game runs well, which is surprising as hell. It runs very well. A lot of these modern day like big studios don't even know how to get these games to run good. They always got problems when they come out, and they want us to beta test the shit. I don't know what's going on in gaming nowadays, but all I can say is Stellar Blade is one of those must buys as far as I can see. I don't really like to gamble with my money, but that demo showed me that there's a little bit of confidence in buying this game. So, you know, let me know if you're picking it up. Let me know your excitement, and yeah, let's not get too you know, erotic in the comments. You know what I'm saying? But all right, y'all. I'll see you in the next video. Have a good day and peace. You know what I'm saying?